code!
I should have put you down myself.
One day.
Personally.
You know, I never understood that. Why did you judge me? Why did you judge me?
You killed innocent people.
The means to an end.
You started a massacre.
I caused the revolution.
You betrayed the law!
Law! I betrayed this!
Ladies and gentlemen, the very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. But I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people.
If I lived in China or even Russia or any totalitarian country, maybe I could understand some of these illegal injunctions. Maybe I could understand the denial of certain basic First Amendment privileges.
I am Zero!
Isn't that Zero?
No. I thought he was dead.
How could this happen?
It can't be the real Zero, can it?
Gun. Noun. Portable firearm. This device was widely utilized in the urban wars of the late 20th century. Referred to as a pistol.
Look, I don't need a history lesson. Come on, Hal! Where the goddamn guns?
You are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal morality statute.
But I am asking your help in the tremendous task of informing and alerting the American people, opposed to secret society, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings.
All you who have power, heed my words carefully. I am burdened by sorrow, war, and discrimination. Malicious deeds carried out by the strong. Same abhorrent interplay of tragedy and comedy. The world has not changed. The people still suffer. That is why the resurrection of Zero was...
For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic.
What do you mean by that? That we who are righteous are blind? If you were blind, you would be without sin. But since you say we see, your sin remains.
Even today, there is little value in ensuring the survival of our nation if our traditions do not survive with it. And there is very grave danger, whether his rank is high or low, civilian or military, should interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know.
Repeated violation of the verbal morality statute has caused me to notify the San Angeles Police Department. Please remain where you are for your own command.
Maniac is imminent. Request advice.
With a firm tone of voice, demand Maniac lie down, hands behind back.
Audacity is impressive. It's Zero, the real one. I shall fight against all those who abuse their power. Therefore, once again, here and now, I declare the establishment of the United States
of the freedom of assembly. Somewhere I read of the freedom of speech. Somewhere I read of the freedom of press. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest far right.
Pharisees, hypocrites, all! For you set up the kingdom of heaven against man!
You're right. We're born capable of terrible things. Then sometimes something else comes along and gives us just the right nudge.
Wallace has been no education, but I don't believe in the devil.
He should. He believes in you.
And what's your story? That you can give sight to the blind. I came into this world to give sight to those who cannot see. And to take away sight from those who can. What do you mean by that?
We aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around. We aren't going to let any injunction turn us around.
Simon Phoenix, lie down with your hands behind your back.
What's this? 6 of you. Such nice, tidy uniforms. Oh, I'm so scared. What, you guys don't have sarcasm anymore?
Maniac has responded with a scornful remark.
Approach and repeat ultimatum in an even firmer tone of voice. Add the words, or else.
Simon Phoenix, lie down on the ground, or else.
I'm sorry. Nothing I say makes any sense anyway. If I were you, I wouldn't believe any of it.
He believes in you. I don't like it.
We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop.
Who should go?
What is that?
Wait, something that's not supposed to be here. That's really not going to help.
You shall not see me here again! Not until you learn to cry! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord! For I and my Father are one and the same!
Tonight I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
Clean and bare without, but within, full of dead men's bones and all corruption. Corruption. You see these stones, do you not? I tell you, there will not be left here one stone upon another that will not be thrown down. Yours is a house of desolation.
People will get to the promised land.
That man's as amusing as ever.
Race, ideology, and religion will not matter. Being a citizen will have but one requirement.
We would like to introduce to you guys the Watchmen.